From Philadelphia, MLB Network is live from Citizens Bank Park. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Seattle Mariners and the Philadelphia Phillies. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Stepping into the box, Gene Segura. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Temperature here at the park tonight, a comfy 72 degrees at first pitch. 2-1 count now to the Mariners leadoff batter. The 2-1 home. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Altair going back at the track. A leap, but it's off his glove. And he's going to try for 3 right out of the chute tonight. And he is into third base here with a leadoff triple. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one gets away. A throw to the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. Haniger can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Robinson Cano. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And that one stayed too low apparently. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Just getting started here in Philly. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
3-1 to him now. He loses him on ball 4. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Love that pitch right there. And he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the first pitch.
Odubel Herrera.
Hit sharply on the ground. There's Segura. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Curveball that time, not even close. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Throw to first to be in time, and Hernandez looking good here with 2 away. So now Carlos Santana. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. I just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Haniger in pursuit. And that's the third out. Digging in now for the Mariners, Kyle Seager. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And that's in there for strike one. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
And the changeup is way low that time. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second. Stepping up now, Mike Zunino. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Herrera's there. He's got it one away. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. On a line, that's a base hit. Coming to the plate now, D. Gordon. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And a check swing here, appealed down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up ball one. A ball and a strike. Seager over at second. Healy at first, one gone. Count is 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 2-2, here it is. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And no one will track it down. The 2-2 one more time. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And that slider must have been low. It's ball 3.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that once, and now we go full count.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. There's one. On to first, and he really paid the price. Into the box now, Maikel Franco. He'll be the first to greet Felix Hernandez to start the inning.
Third baseman, Maikel Franco.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
The count is 1-2.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Is at the knees and called strike three. Striding in, Cesar Hernandez.
Second baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cruz sprinting after it. He gets there, and that's the second out. So striding forward now, Wilson Ramos will try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
0-1.
Breaking ball in for a strike.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
A little bouncer. Bottom of the second here with no score. Count remains at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Another one sent foul. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Digging in now, Gene Segura. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. High in the air out towards shallow right. Altair is over, makes the play, one away. Ready now, Mitch Haniger was a strikeout victim in his first try. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is a ball high and inside.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
A bouncer up the middle. Cabrera's up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Fly ball right down the line and left, and that will end up a foul ball. Third inning, no score to this point. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
2-2 the count. Popped high in the air. Arrieta over to his left. But it's the catcher that gets there to haul it in. And now batting Asdrubal Cabrera as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Asdrubal Cabrera.
Out to short for Segura. Scooped up. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Pitcher.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Sliced hard on the ground. Healy scoops it up, and he'll step on first himself for the out. At the plate, Aaron Altair. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Missed with a slider.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
1-1 to Aaron Altair. Ball and 2 strikes now. Takes this the other way to right, and the Phillies are into the hit column. Into the box, Odubel Herrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that.
And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Altair stands at second with 2 gone. Down the third baseline. Seager has it. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the So here's the cleanup hitter, Nelson Cruz, coming off a season in which he was named the American League's Silver Slugger at DH. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Skied into very shallow right. Altair waits on it. 1 away. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. A base hit in his first trip. Low for ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Lays off 2-2 now.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. That misses. 2-0.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Standing in, Ryan Healy. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. A runner on first with 2 away. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
A ball and a strike now. Good action on the sinker. 1-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field. And this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. Ready for another chance? Carlos Santana. He flew out in his last at-bat. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. But there is the second baseman, Cano, for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Franco. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bounce it to the left side. Segura fields it cleanly. And that's the second out. Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So coming to the plate, D. Gordon. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And now the infield shifts into a bunt prevent formation. No surprise with the speed that's at the plate. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, two different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Gene Segura standing in. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Segura behind on a 1-2 count.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
The count now at 2-2. And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. So digging in now, Wilson Ramos looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cano is calling for it, and that's the first out of the inning. At the plate, Asdrubal Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1. Missed with a breaking ball. Two and 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's Cano now at second. Reined in on the first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Jake Arrieta. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been...
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas. And Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mitch Haniger. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Left fielder.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Hernandez ranges to his left. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Digging in, Robinson Cano. He got under one and popped out his last time up. 4-1.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Altair is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. Stepping into the box, Nelson Cruz. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And it's 1-2.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So striding in, Aaron Altair. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth.
Right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. It looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Center fielder.
First pitch on its way.
Herrera.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left. Haniger is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager.
Leading off for Seattle.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Missed with a slider.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swinging bunt up the line. Throw gets him. 2 down. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. A hit in 2 tries so far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
2-0.
The 2-0. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball that just misses inside.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. So Cameron Maven is into the on-deck circle as it appears he will bat for Felix Hernandez here. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
For the Phillies, number 58.
Denard Span will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. That misses. 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Right to him. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away as the inning is over. So now
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close. That bounces. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Can't say that I see the logic in this one, but they'll go ahead and Santuy Valala comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Now pitching for the
Rounded back up the middle. Oh, how about Cano? A tag for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. In now, Cesar Hernandez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Hernandez.
Weak chopper up the line. Healy picks it up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And he takes a look at strike 3 called. And that's as important as they come there. 2 big outs now. Looking to keep this one-run game. The pitch. Popped him up. Zunino is there. And he brings it in on the warning track. Gene Segura standing in.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Hernandez is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Row, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. 2 different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? 2 different ways. The power guy was on top of his game. Not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
Stepping up to the plate, Robinson Cano. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
The 2-1 pitch. This is skied into short left center. Hoskins will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. Striding into the box, Nelson Cruz. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Into center field, line drive base hit. Now in the box, Kyle Seager is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Set and the pitch. Popped him up. Ramos is under it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring. So here now is the pitcher, Sir Anthony Dominguez. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. In there for strike 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the pitcher reaches base to start the inning. That means they'll flip the lineup card with a man aboard and nobody out. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He was a ground out victim last time up. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
Boy, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Tapper up the line. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Runner in scoring position with 2 down. Dominguez at second with 2 down. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1. The 2-1 home. There's a slider that backs up for a ball.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Hot shot to third. Seager fields it cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Here now is Mike Zunino, and his guys needed to get things started here in the top half of the ninth. Here's the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hits this one hard the other way, and that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the ninth. Now at the plate, time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that nearly would have got rounded down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, D. Gordon. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hoskins will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. So a big moment here. Ben Gamble will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Luis Avila gets the call.
Number 70, Luis Avila.
No balls and a strike to count. Avila has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to
throw in time, and the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing you'll ever see, 6 innings, but he definitely was a factor in the game. Did a good job while he